Hey Max,
Hey,
sorry about that.
where are you actually?
Just in the bedroom.
In bedroom.
Yeah, this is like the biggest bedroom I've ever had, I think.
Uh-huh. Is it
Like,
your another dacha or
it's the same couch, it's just different
is
floor.
this? Okay. So
This is
it's
the bedroom. That usually I am in the attic, in the sort of in the common area upstairs.
maybe
But now
uh,
there's more activity going on there. How are you?
maybe in one day you make the room tour for me just to
Yeah, that's
just to check it out. I'm feeling good. I'm stayed alone with my daughter while my wife in work trip
where did you go?
in Marrakesh, Morocco.
Right, okay.
Yes, she's living her best life without me just swimming in the pool, having an excursion around the cities,
Is it
traveling.
pretty warm just now in Marrakesh?
It's yes, it's pretty nice. So,
Excellent.
yeah. And time with my daughter, I asked you to start in 5 minutes late because she just fell asleep, fell just fall asleep there. Uh,
Right, okay, excellent. So we can
yeah,
start.
and
Did you have a chance to read the text?
um, yes, but not entire. Uh, I I've read it till section E, right?
Okay, well, just finish
So,
reading that then.
yes, yes, we can do it together. Do you mind if we will have 40 minutes of the lesson instead of entire?
Yeah, that's fine.
Mhm. Great, thank you.
So
Okay, so should I share my screen to show
you
where I
can,
am? Hmm. So, yes, here we go. Can you see it?
yeah. Yes, thank you.
Great. Okay. Um, Not out loud, right?
Yeah, just you can actually. You don't have that much left to read. You can read it out loud. Yeah, let's do that.
Mhm. Section F. Of all the communist leaders deposed in the years preceding the collapse of the Soviet Union, only Nikol Ceausescu, I read it like that, Ceausescu, yes, met violent death. It should
File.
not be violent death. It should not be overlooked that his demise was precipitated in large measure,
Precipitated.
precipitated in large measure by the Yav of Romania, a great number of whom, were it not for his abortion ban, would never have been born at all.
Hmm.
Ironically, the story of abortion in Romania might seem an odd way to begin telling the story of American crime in the 90s, but it's not. In one important way, the Romanian abortion story is a reverse image of the American crime story. The point of overlap was on the Christmas Day of 1989 when Nicole Ceausescu learned that the hard way, with a bullet to the head, that his abortion ban had much deeper implications than he knew. Next section. On the day, crime was just about at its peak in the US. In the previous 15 years, violent crime had risen 80%. It was
Had risen.
crime re- r- risen.
Yeah, had risen.
Had risen 80%. It was crime that led the night in news and the national conversation. Next section. When the crime rate began falling in the early 90s, it did so with such speed and suddenness that it surprised everyone. It took some experts many years to even recognize that crime was falling, so confidence had they been of its continuing rise. Ri- uh,
Right.
continuing rise. Long after crime had peaked, in fact, some of them continued to predict ever darker scenarios. But the evidence was irrefutable.
Irrefutable.
Irrefutable. The long and brutal spike in crime was moving in the opposite direction, and
Opposite.
opposite direction, and it wouldn't stop till the crime rate had fallen back to the levels of 40 years earlier. Next section. Now the experts hustle to explain their faulty forecasting. The criminologist James Alan Fox explains that his warning of a bloodbath was in fact an international overstatement. I never
Intention.
say intentional. I made it. Okay. I never say there would be blood flowing in the streets, he said, but I use strong terms like bloodbath to get people's attention. And it did. I don't apologize for using alarmist terms. If if Fox seems to be offering a distinction without difference, bloodbath versus blue flow in the streets, we should remember that even in retreat mode, retreat mode, experts can be self-serving.
The
And
retreat means to go back, and self-serving means to be, nice to
some
yourself. Well, to be like, yeah, to put yourself in help yourself.
Mm-hmm. And the last one section. After the relief had settled in, after people remembered how to go about their lives without the passing fear of crime, there arose a natural question. Just where did all those criminals go? At one level, the answer seemed puzzling. After all, if none of the police officials economists, politicians, or others who traffic in such matters had foreseen the crime decline, how could they suddenly identify its causes? But this diverse army of experts now marched out a phalanx of
Hypotheses.
hypotheses to explain the drop in crime. A great many newspaper articles would be written on this subject. Written on this subject. Their conclusions often hint on which expert had most recently spoken to which reporter. Here
Hinged.
changed.
Hinged. Было
Ah,
подвешено.
hinged. Here ranked by frequency of mention as a crime drop explanation cited in articles published from 91 to 2001 in the 10 largest calculation papers in the LexisNexis database. Crime drop explanation number of
Citations.
citations. What is it?
citation, reference to an article.
Source.
So reference to a source, yeah.
Quote source, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Number of sources, article sources, yeah.
Мгм. Ссылка, да? Как по-русски.
Yes, yeah. Mhm.
Citation. Okay. Innovative policy and strategies. 52. Increased reliance on prisons.
Prisons.
Prisons. 47. Changed in crack and other drug markets. 33. Aging of the population. 32. Tower gun control laws. Tower,
Tougher.
tougher gun control laws. 32. Strong economy. 28. Increased number of police. 26. And all other explanations. Increased use of capital punishment. Concealed weapons laws. Gun buybacks. And others. 34. If you
In the
are
chat, you can see the words that are like tough, like cough, rough, tough.
tough. Okay, in the last paragraph, if you are the sort of person who likes guessing games, you may wish to spend the next few moments pondering which of the preceding explanations seem to have merit and which don't. Hint: of the 7 major explanations on the list, only 3 can be shown to have contributed to the drop in crime. The others are, for the most part, figments of someone's imagination, self-interest, or wishful thinking. Further hint: one of the greatest measurable causes of the crime drop does not appear on the list at all, for it didn't receive a single newspaper mention. Okay.
And
I can
so,
say when I read it out loud, I miss a lot of things because I
yeah,
concentrate and focus on the reading and the pronunciation and the sounds and so on, but not on the text.
I
That's why.
can, yeah, that's why I wanted to send it to you beforehand so you can read it in peace.
But it matters. But it matters for my speech. Anyway,
Try the true and
it's
false,
valuable.
just like last time. Maybe when you do the true and false, give me an explanation as to why you think something
Mhm.
is true or false or not stated.
I can go in row for each thesis, and I can retell what's the main idea.
Let's do the exercises first, and let's leave the time for retelling for
Okay,
the last bit.
let's do it first. So here, read each statement carefully and decide whether it's true. Okay, true and false and not stated. Okay. Ceausescu primary motivation for prohibiting abortion was to expand Romania's workforce and enhance national strength through population growth. Um, no, it's false, I think, because abortion was his tool um, to save the power and save his government power that he forced in order to increase the Romania's population in generally.
How is that related to him being in power? population is bigger, what happens? I don't know the answer, so I'm interested.
Um, it's not described in the text what's the reasons and what's his motivation to increase it. But I guess he thought if he increase the population, he raise a lot of new people who will vote for him and who
Okay.
will support his.
Okay. So if his motivation is not stated, then if the text does not say what his motivation is, then it's not stated, right?
Yes, not motivated the reason of this policy.
So
Exclude of one thing just to increase. Let's go to this part of the text. So, because he thought that the fetus is the property of the entire society.
okay, so his motivation was moral.
It's motivation for the society, but his personal, I think, motivation is here, described here, to rapidly strengthen Romania by boosting its population.
Oh, okay, fine. There we
So
go.
to
Fine.
make Romania more strengthened, right?
A stronger country, a bigger
Stronger.
country.
Yes, yes. But in which way? Not clear.
Well, by boosting its population.
And after you asked me, and
China is stronger than Nepal.
because China has a lot of poor labor forces,
Yeah, possibly.
and it's manufacturing boom.
Russia is stronger than Ukraine, people always say, because it's got more people to fight in the war. Yeah, okay, so fine. Bigger population.
Yes. Okay, so I guess it's false. Do you
No,
agree?
it's not how. It's boosting population. It's exactly true. You just showed me the sentence.
Um,
To boost population is to create, it's the same thing as to create population growth.
I'm just not sure about this word. It's not stated and mentioned in the text, but
Okay.
I'm totally agree with this point.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely, but not with that. Let's check it. Just
We'll
now.
have a look later, yeah.
Later or now?
But you'll see the other answers.
I'm just wondering about it.
Okay, fine. Have a look. Have a look.
It's true. And it's explained by the text. It's explained to rapidly strengthen Romania by boosting its population. Okay, no words about workforce.
Well, your
Okay.
explanation assumes that population will grow, but none of the new people will find a job. So the workforce will remain the same, which is not logical.
Right, because when we
Population grows,
read,
the workforce will grow because they have to work.
just check these sentence marks. So here he texts about abortion was worse in every measurable way.
Yeah.
The author says about the children who was born in this period of time. They would test lower in school. They would have less success in the labor market. So it's the thing about
Okay.
that we're
They
talking
might have like
about.
a worse job, but they still have to work, I think.
Yes, yes,
Maybe
but
this is overthinking the question, thinking too much about it.
Mhm. Maybe I shouldn't be so killer, or how to, how to say it in
So,
English.
in English, the word is overthinking.
Overthinking. I
Yeah,
meant
you're like,
душнило, killer, or
I don't know that word. I know overthinking. If you are um, like imagine things that are not there.
Mhm.
Okay,
Let's just let me a moment.
give me a moment.
Yes, killer in English, it's expression. It's a phrase that express the people who crush the happiness and enthusiasm.
Can you write it in the what you call it in Telegram? Because um, I have never heard of that word.
Take it.
Oh, buzz killer.
Yes, killer.
Ah,
I pronounced it
to
wrong.
me, buzz killer. I think it's like that. They're not. Yeah, you're pronouncing it like a very like one word, whilst they're
Yeah.
really like a buzz killer.
Uh-huh.
Like I would pronounce it like a buzz killer. I would pronounce it like that.
Uh-huh. But they write it as one word.
Yeah, it's just that it's got two stresses. I think buzz killer,
Mhm.
fun killer.
But your explanation of my nature is more correct for this situation. Okay, let's go ahead.
Hmm. Let's keep
Roma-
going.
Or yes, keep going. Romanian government's approach to enforcing the abortion ban included both uh, punitive,
Punitive, наказующие.
uh, punitive,
Punitive.
can you punitive,
You
punitive.
know that? Have you studied Latin history? Have you heard of the Punic Wars? Rome versus Carthage.
I understand the meaning because uh, I guess it's similar to punishment because I mean,
Yeah, but I think that's where it comes from.
Punic Wars,
Punic Wars.
Punic Wars.
Yeah, so that's where the quote. Yeah, you're right. That's where it comes like punishment,
But
punitive.
not, but not punishment.
I don't know.
Punishment.
It looks the same to me, pretty close. Just a pronunciation.
Yes, I hate the pronunciation in English.
Yeah.
As you can see. Okay. Both punitive measures for non-compliance and systematic monitoring of women reproductive status.
That's terrible.
Yes, but it's true.
Okay.
Um, I'll show you. It's
You
see
gotta
it.
better explain it to me. Say that what Ceausescu did or what Romanian government did was,
Um, yes.
or the
So
text says that the Romanian government.
without the quoting, just to tell
No,
it.
you can't. No, remember how we said, like, first, like an introductory bit, like
Mm.
what the author says or what the text says is that, and then quoting to make it simpler.
In okay, in the C thesis, after writes about the tools that government used for this policy, They banned contraception, conducted forced pregnancy tests,
Oh
uh,
wow, okay.
and punished women who didn't conceive.
Didn't have children.
Yes.
Yeah. So see, that's a very good for retelling.
Mhm.
Now I
So,
perfectly understand what they did. Okay,
and I can show to just to prove it. Uh, yes, yes, and this as well.
they did have quite a lot of abortions.
Yes, steep celibacy tax.
Okay,
So, yes, that's true statement.
okay.
That's a true statement. Next one. Children born in Romania after 1966 experienced inferior life outcomes compared to their slightly older peers across multiple domains of development and social integration. So complicated, but long story short, um, they had less comfortable conditions for living. It was conditions. It wasn't living. Actually, it wasn't a surviving.
Wow. Did they have, what did they say about schools and work?
I showed you before in the
Yeah,
beginning
but
of
you tell
my
it to me.
statement that they had worse spaces in the school. They had worse situation in the labor market because the market was overloaded.
Okay.
Um, and there are a lot of reasons that sign the worst situation and unpleasant position of the children comparing to others
What's a pleasure
in
position of
compare
the,
to hmm?
what's a pleasure position of the children? What does that mean?
Unpleasant position,
Unpleasant
unpleasant, yes, or
situation, not position, situation.
situation. Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
Um, yes. So yes, it's true.
Yeah.
The demonstrators who challenged Ceausescu authority in December 1989 were predominantly predom-
Predominantly.
predominantly from the generation that would not have existed if abortion had remained accessible. Yes, this thing that I have already mentioned. So the Ceausescu wanted to lead to situation with increasement of the population, uh, wishing to raise new voters or избиратели.
Yeah. It's a little bit extreme. I mean, a generation would have existed. It's a whole generation.
Yes. So it's ironically, it's not just he provided the life for these childrens, and they took to the street, right,
Hmm.
to
Yeah, very good. Took to the streets.
overthrow his from the power.
But let's look at the answer, because a generation would still have existed.
If abortion had remained accessible.
But even if like one child was born, still that's a generation. That's like a cohort of a generation.
Yes.
Abortion did not get rid of the entire generation.
I think it's a
Let's have a look at the answer.
literal way
Interpretation.
for interpretation and to make the things louder.
I
Just
agree that a
to
lot of
force.
children would have been from that generation.
Let's check on the statement, because I remember where it is. It's here, section E. Yes, tomorrow's protest. Many of protesters were teenagers and college students. So 20 years ago, he accepted this rule of the ban of abortion, and after they raised and took the streets.
It's the next section. It's in section F.
Section F.
Yeah, the second sentence in the first paragraph.
Yes. Would never have been born at all.
So
Yes,
it says it was in large measure, not predominantly.
it's stated here directly, but we can catch the idea from this section as well. But I agree, it's section F. So it means it's true statement. It's not?
Okay. Okay, fine. Maybe I'm overthinking it now. Okay, let's move on. Or do you want to now spend the time on, I don't know, you've got to go soon. Do you not want to spend the time on retelling
Retelling of what?
retelling the text?
Okay.
You said you wanted to
So,
do that, right?
yes,
Yeah.
just to practice it.
Yeah.
Section A. Well, this section introduces Ceausescu as a Romanian leader who banned on abortion to explaining it that unborn children belong to society.
Okay.
That's why we should ban it. In the second passage, we know more information about the Ceausescu as a person. Who is he? Who is his family? And the author notice a lot of totalitarianistic, dictatorial behaviors in his nature, because he that
if you
includes
want,
his lavish personal lifestyle, um,
Nice.
tr rude treatment of citizens, his
Hmm.
citizens in Romania, and also we um, know more about his wife, who abused power in her own for her own benefits.
Hmm. Excellent. I like the fact that you used a definition of a person. We learn about somebody, then who did something. That's very good.
Thank you. Thank you. So next one, see, let me quickly go through the passage. Yeah, it's about tools and mechanics to um, conduct force to the author tells about policy succeeded in raising birth rates, um, mm, and about the aims of the abortion. Uh, and the main idea is increasing the population uh, and strength the government. And it was forced by banning of contraception and that I mentioned punished
Hmm.
women who didn't make children,
Have
conceive,
children.
have children. Yes. So yes, it's about this. The
So let's focus. Let's before you forget these two things, have a look at the um, telegram. So last two things, just um, think about using gerunds more. You had good opportunities there. So you talked about the author talks about the mechanics, and you said to do something. But if it's like you do it all the time,
Mhm.
if it's a habit, right? It's an action that happens all the time. Then it's the
Mhm.
gerund you want to use,
Yes.
and it's with a preposition like of, for example, right? And
Mhm.
then you also have an example of using a gerund. It was enforced by doing something, and it was doing all the time. Yeah.
Mhm.
And then when you don't want to use a gerund, it's in the situations where you want to like have an action. For example, the government wanted to ban, for example, right? That's like one-time action.
Mhm.
But that's the difference between like to and the in infinitive and the gerund. So often using a gerund is really easy to describe like whole concept.
Mhm.
And with prepositions, if it's a preposition, not like to, but like by, of, into, in, that's like then you can use a gerund. Okay, keep going. That's good.
Um, here, here, yes. It stated that the policy was successful,
Mhm.
but regardless this fact, we know we uh, learn about the opposite side of this policy, um, because that includes that children born under the ban during this period of time uh,
Mhm.
raised and grow up in worse conditions
Okay.
than
Very good.
than before than earlier generations,
Very good.
and it caused a lot of problems in the future for them in all the areas, from labor market to from schools and social policy to labor market and economic situation in a
Okay.
whole. So yes, it's an ironic situation described here because people who were born in this period of time, in the ban period, took to the streets to protest against the leader, Ceausescu, yes, and overthrew him.
Okay.
And in this period during these protections, a lot of people were killed by police, and it was a nightmare, yes, a real nightmare situation in the history of Romania. Romanian history.
You could say either way in the history of Romania. That's good.
Here the author says about that Ceausescu was the only Soviet era dictator who was killed violently, and also the author emphasized the irony that the people responsible for his execution was born because of his abortion.
How would you say не родились бы?
Wouldn't birth if not his
Almost
place.
would not have been
Would not
born.
have been born, yes. Would not have been born without his policy, without this abortion ban.
Yeah.
So here the link between Romania and US.
What's the verb? Here, the link between Romania and US.
Связь.
Huh?
Связь.
Yeah, but what's the verb? You missed out the verb.
Here we have the link.
Okay,
Here
fine. Or you could have said,
we can
here
see
the link between Romania and the United States is explained.
Is explained, yes. And in the US, they have a situation when crime had reached major peak after 15 years of escalation.
Yeah, excellent. Very good.
Age.
You can say, что произошло на самом деле.
in this period of time, in effect, crime rates dropped down in one moment, and experts have been explaining it by a lot of reasons that they unlikely expected and predicted. And well,
What were the experts predicting?
it's the next section, I guess. No? Curious about the prediction in a whole, but about the reasons and real describing of the predictions. I guess it's described in the next passage.
Well, I meant that in section H, the experts were predicting that
the crime situation in the US will be increased by year, from year
will
by
continue
year.
to worsen, will worsen.
Yes, but regardless, the situation suddenly dropped down.
Look, have a look at what you call it, a Telegram. You use increase like too often. You could use like worsen, improve. You need to find more synonyms to increase or decrease.
Okay.
So usually you would
experts predicted increasing, but
no, worsening or improving. So increase is like something you can count, but I would say like experts predicted that situation will improve or worsen or stay the same. I don't know. Not increase. Crime rates can
will increase.
Crime rates can increase. Yeah, because you can count them.
Can increase. But can, it's not a statement, it's a like.
No, I meant like in language terms. In language, like number can increase, but a concept can worsen or improve.
Okay, clear. Keep going.
Yeah. In Russian you could say статистика может улучшиться или ситуация может улучшиться. But in English you can't.
The database.
Статистика может повыситься или понизиться, а ситуация может улучшиться или in English. Because of countable, non-countable.
So database can only increase or decrease?
Data, numbers.
Data.
Yeah. A situation like a concept cannot increase or decrease. Like you can say to
can
Polina,
be better.
Yeah, you could say to Polina, for example, my love for you will only grow. But you can't say increase.
my rate of love will increase.
The rate of love can increase. Yes, yes, that's right.
Okay.
But my main point is try to find more synonyms
hmm
for increase.
So, okay, next one. So in this section, uh, experts who were unsuccessful in their predictions try to explain this incorrect predictions. Um, but um, no, or let me double check. No, no, no. So yes, shortly there we knew about the explanations.
Okay.
So and the last passage. Here we see the list of explanations from the criminalists and experts, um, but many of them was irrelevant
hmm
and even um, yes, for
That's perfect. Many of them were irrelevant.
yes, yes. So because of some reasons, um, someone just made a mistake, someone was very overthinking, or um, show their presented their imagination as a reality.
Okay.
And also we have a real situation of the uh, not real situation, but we have the date of crime drop explanation from the experts that explained the reason of the
Reason four.
reason for who explained the decrease of this.
Here you can use the gerund. Reason for, and then the gerund
Mhm.
for decreasing crime rates.
So
Very
yeah,
good. So I liked your retelling. You did a good job. Try to use more gerunds. That's like my suggestion because it'll make it easier. But overall, you did a very good job.
thank you, Max.
Yeah.
Appreciate your feedback.
So for your homework, you can complete the true false and then the paragraph naming exercises.
And also, I'll sign in my Gmat account because I got
Oh yeah.
my own code for the access, and I'll share it with you just to.
Yeah. Let's. Yeah, I won't do any questions. I'll just have a look.
It's very interesting guidance. I read the first two sections. First section is about the GMAT structure, how it goes, about the tips. That's really useful for takers of this exam. Um,
Good. We'll
yes.
see how the practice exams will go. And
Mhm.
Max, the other thing that I wanted to suggest,
Yeah.
remember that those exercises on YouTube where you read after that person. I think you should try to do that again. I'll find you the link again and I'll send it to you.
Uh-huh.
Remember where there was a text that the person read and you repeated after them. It
Mm-hmm.
will help you to learn all of the different, often strange ways of how words are pronounced. You know,
Yes,
the
great
ones that
idea.
are the new, for new words, particular. Yeah.
Totally share
Okay.
this idea.
I'll go and
So
enjoy time with your daughter.
we had the entire lesson, right?
Yeah, pretty much did. Yeah.
But
So
okay, okay.
I'll see you next Tuesday.
After tomorrow. No, 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 in 3 days,
Yes.
unfortunately. That's awesome. Okay, Max, enjoy your weekend and see you soon.
Thank you. You too. Have a good evening.
Bye bye. Thank you.